Hello, Royals. Listen, today is Thursday, March the 21st, 2024. And we simply just want to thank you all for coming out. Yes, we were a little delayed today, but we are here. Now, listen, first and foremost, if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that right now. Um, if you are just getting in the groove, just getting your coffee, just getting your tea, just getting your water. That is perfectly fine. We are just now getting started. All right. So, the first topic at hand is the challenge star Nelson Thomas says a lot of people turned their backs on me as he speaks on alleged treatment from MTV following foot amputation and DWI. And this article is coming from the Jasmine brand. MTV star Nelson Thomas has opened up about where he stands with MTV following his DWI and near fatal car accident. Earlier this month, Nelson Thomas' right foot was amputated. The surgery took place almost 1 year after he was involved in a life changing incident. For those who may be unaware, while purportedly driving under the influence in March of 2023, he lost control over his Audi A4 and slammed into a bridge in Austin, Texas. The impact caused the vehicle to burst into flames. Thankfully, Minnesota Vikings wide receiver KJ Osborne and three other bystanders just happened to be riding past the incident and were able to pull Nelson Thomas, 35, from the burning vehicle. Police officers who reported the scene said in the court documents that they noticed Nelson had bad, bloodshot, glassy eyes. They also said he later admitted to consuming 2 to 3 mixed alcohol drinks before the crash. He was later placed under police custody at the hospital after reportedly failing a field sobriety test. However, he was released once it was determined that the treatment for his injuries would take longer than expected, according to court documents. Several months later, the influencer was arrested and officially charged with DWI. A subsequently obtained search warrant for the toxicology results revealed at the time of the crash he had a blood alcohol level content of 0.178%. According to reports, he was soon released after posting bond. During a recent live stream with fellow MTV reality star Nanny Gonzalez, Nelson asked if BMP helped at all with the insurance money. Bun and Murray Productions is the entertainment production company behind many MTV reality series. After a slight hesitation, Nelson candidly replied, "They didn't, they did not. And what I expected from MTV was for them to reach out to me and say, hey, how can we help you?" But when the whole DWI came out, a lot of people turned their backs on me. And it sucked because at that point in my family, in my life, I was still fighting for my life in the hospital. And you can definitely find the full story on the Jasmine brand. Well, let's get into some of these comments. He was driving under the influence and caused this, and he thinks he deserves help. This generation and their entertainment. He's lucky he didn't unalive anyone. Dr. Contessa from Married to Medicine says, Nelson Thomas, praying for you through your healing and recovery. God will never turn his back on you. And you now have a testimony to many people can relate to. He spared your life and the lives of those you put at risk. But you can use your story and an influence to help spare another the same fate. Someone else says, a lot of people draw the line at drunk driving. Someone else says the entitlement to think that MTV would assist with any medical bills, especially after driving drunk. Grow up, sir. Somebody says, damn, so sorry he lost his leg. Thank goodness he didn't kill anyone. Don't drink and drive. What MTV got to do with him being a reckless driver? Well, a lot of people had a lot to say about it, you know, and it's unfortunate that, he made a bad decision, you know, and it has cost him heavily. It has cost him heavily. Now, speaking of drunk drivers, okay, I don't know if you all know Karen Huger from Housewives of Potomac. Child, get in. Okay. Well, shout out to All About the Tea. They reported Karen Huger in high speed crash after DUI arrest. Was alcohol involved? Child, shout out to All About the Tea. Real Housewives of Potomac star Karen Huger was involved in a high speed crash, resulting in the total loss of her luxurious Maserati. Well, child, let's get into it. Let's get into these comments. Someone says she was not charged with DUI at all. It was said medical. Stop gaslighting the thumbnail for sensational views. First of all, is she okay? Someone says, ah, girl, let's get into this right here. Hold on. Oh, baby, honey, we just got some tea on the web on this Instagram post. Give us 1 second, okay? Because child, the people are, I guess it's a battle, like was she or was she not? It's a battle, child. Oh, okay. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. We might just have some information right here. Give me 1 second. Okay, so as we pull this up, like I said, Karen Huger is from the Potomac Housewives of the Housewives of Potomac. Let's see. Someone said TMZ said not arrested, but the black Bill Gates or blue eyes got her. Child, these real housewives are a trip. All that money and you couldn't call an Uber. Exactly. Like you couldn't call, like, why didn't you have somebody driving for you? The other Grand Dame. Hope she's and anyone else who may have been involved is okay. Someone said, if this is true, she should be held accountable. I love Karen, but driving under the influence is never excusable. She should not get a pass because so many drunk drivers take many innocent lives every day. To cause this much damage, the speed would have had to be excessive. Exactly. Is that the actual car? How does someone survive that? Yeah, so that's her car right there, you all. Get into it. I really want you to just really pay attention to what is going on. Okay, unfortunately, that did not come up, so we will definitely put that in our notes and save that for later. One thing that I can say about this is drunk driving is just never okay. Be responsible if you are going to be out and enjoying yourself. Please take proper precautions when you are out and you are going to be consuming beverages. Okay, so let's go ahead and stop sharing that right there. And actually, what we're going to do is we're going to go right on over to Nicki Minaj. Well, apparently, Nicki Minaj had taken a tumble. Okay, um, she fell. They're saying that she fell. They are saying that she fell. So, without further ado, we're not going to speculate. We're just going to go ahead and pull up the article and jump right into it. Now, this article is reported by Yahoo Entertainment Vibe. It says Nicki Minaj falls 3 postpones Pink Friday tour New Orleans show. And this was on Tuesday, March 19th of 2024. It says Nicki Minaj fans got some bad news earlier this week. Due to illness, the 41-year-old rapper canceled the New Orleans stop of the Pink Friday 2 World Tour on Monday, March the 18th. Due to doctor's orders, Nicki Minaj must reschedule her NOLA show tonight The Smoothie King Center wrote in an Instagram post, as Nikki is still sick, our team does not want to run the risk of getting others sick. And Nikki would not be able to give NOLA the show they deserve. All hope isn't lost for the New Orleans chapter of Gag City, though. The venue announced they were working diligently to find a date and encouraged those with tickets to hold on to them until a new date it was announced. Okay? Now, get into this. Nicki Minaj first announced that she was feeling under the weather after her headlining set at Rolling Loud, California on Friday night, March the 15th. Barb's, please send me healing energy. Woke up feeling like I had woven. Thank God I don't. She wrote on X, formerly known as Twitter. You guys are just everything. I appreciate you. I love you so much. She won't get too long to rest as the Queen's rapper is set to have a two-night stop in Atlanta on Wednesday, March 20th and Thursday, March 21st, before heading to Orlando this Friday, March 22nd. Bearing any cancellations for her current illness, Minaj began the tour earlier this month with shows in Oakland, Denver, Seattle, and Phoenix. The Pink Friday 2 World Tour supports her December 2023 album, Pink Friday 2. The LP featured Drake, J. Cole, Future, Lil Wayne, Lil Uzi Vert, and more, earning Queen Nicki another #1 album on the Billboard 200 chart with 288,000 album equivalent units sold in its first week. Minaj also released additional tracks across multiple deluxe versions of the album, namely Beat Beat featuring 50 Cent, Love Me Enough featuring Keisha Cole, and her Pink Friday 2's supporting act Monica and Press Play featuring a Future. Okay, shout out to Nicki Minaj. Hopefully she can bounce back, and whatever it is that she's battling, going through, child, I hope she gets it under control. Well, since we are still in the music arena, let's bring up Megan Thee Stallion. And Megan Thee Stallion announces the hot girl summer tour. Okay, so Megan Thee Stallion is set to perform in Philadelphia for Hot Girl Summer Tour. Three-time Grammy winning Three-time Grammy award-winning rapper Megan Thee Stallion announced her Hot Girl Summer Tour, where she is to perform in 31 cities around the world, including Philadelphia. Megan Thee Stallion is set to perform at the Wells Fargo Center on May 22nd of 2024. Other notable U.S. stops on her tour include the United Center in Chicago, Madison Square Garden in New York City, and the Broccoli City Festival in Washington, D.C. Internationally, the rapper is set to perform in London, Paris, and Amsterdam, among many other stops. Grammy-nominated artist Glorilla will accompany Megan Thee Stallion during the domestic leg of the tour, according to officials. Tickets will be available starting with a city pre-sale beginning on Wednesday, March the 20th. So tickets went on sale on yesterday. So if you are a Megan Thee Stallion's fan, you definitely want to get on over there and get your tickets because you already know the Hot Girl Summer is definitely going up. On that note, that is your morning coffee talk. Grand Rising, and we'll be back shortly.